I'm going to show you something that Demetrio showed me today that Geraldo is doing. Geraldo is a metal worker here in the shop along with Tuca and the others who do the body work, right? He's making a filter for a Landau that belongs to Luis, a friend of ours here, Demetrio's friend, an airplane pilot whose car is already fuel injected. We talked about this a while ago and I found it really interesting. They're going to make the filter with 2 air intakes. And Geraldo is here racking his brain because they want the filter to be built as original as possible, as if it came from the factory. So he's modeling the part over there. I saw him in the engine bay. On top of the engine, he placed it, checked where it's going to be, already marked where the cut will be, right there for this second air intake, right? Geraldo, that's it. Where's the part you're working on? It's already done. You took it from one. This one's ready. You made this one. Look, it's exactly the same.
The internal part that was here, which wasn't going to be used, was going to be discarded, and with us it's used to make it.
She used the internal part to make the hole just right. Very cool. Now it's adapted. Here there will be a filter as if it were original. Very similar to the factory one. Sensational. Whoever looks will say, I've never seen this before. That's the cool part, the cool thing about subtle customization, right? That we do without making it too obvious what was done. In the booth, there's an Opala. I didn't know it was being painted. Must be a touch-up. Decontaminating. Remember that in Campinas, no matter what happens, it's always 3035 degrees. The coffee can't be missing no matter what. Today I'm going to show you a question that someone asked in the last video about the differential of the F100, which I should have already replaced, and I agree with you. I have an opinion about this. Later I'll discuss it with Demetrio. I want to know what he thinks about it. And let's bring up this issue about the differential, about what we should do, whether it's now or later. We're going to give it a touch-up, a bit of polish here today to show. And we're also going to talk about the differential ratio, about how we're going to deal with the Ford 302. First, let's pick up a car. I was invited to ride a tow truck and get an old car. Let's go. Demetrio told me that this Andre Vehiculos has been around for a long time here in Campinas, right? And he keeps some cars here in the same building as Demetrio. I'll show you something interesting that I saw the last time I came to this garage. If Demetrio lets me, I'll show you these images. Look what's here, bro. This one here is the most beautiful pickup truck in the United States today among the new and modern ones. This is a GMC Denali. This here, guys, is really beautiful. It's one of the coolest pickup trucks I've seen in July. There, I started paying attention to it the whole month in the United States, and then I started noticing that it also is. People like it so much that there are several customizations of it. In the United States, those shows on Discovery like Texas Metal. The guys made one with the guy who has air suspension. It turned out great. But it's all lifted, huge, with a lift kit, which I think is awful. But man, look at how beautiful this original truck is compared to all the others. And there are a lot of trucks in the United States, right? Of all of them, this is the one I thought was the most beautiful. And I'll tell you, I believe that in the United States, it's very well liked too. Because I saw several of them, and later when I did some research, I found a lot of cool customizations, really interesting ones. Man, this beauty right here is it. I can't go back because I need to put the bumper together. Nice car, huh, man? I like it. It's in perfect condition, right? For traveling, damn, what a great car, man. Are you thinking about selling it or is it for sale? Oh no, not this one. I can't pass this headache on to anyone, right, man? Why? Is it too much work? It's all junk, did you see? It's Kisara, it's Dodge Journey, that's right. It's not possible, man. Look, RT, I have to keep my friends, right, man? Journey and RT, yeah, but can I pull the panties here, pull the panties there, man? I'm looking for her key. Look how cool, what a beautiful bar this is. Wow, but that's a vehicle, so man, her I'm going. We're going to send her now to get an estimate for the convertible top, man. We're taking it to some people who work with convertible tops. Because she's having trouble. We're having trouble opening it. Don't worry, I'll keep pulling here. Look, it's a convertible, see? And then, man, it's hard to close now. I mean, okay, if we open it, then to close it later, man, wow, it's a lot of work. Yeah, so we need to fix that part. So she's going there to get an estimate. That's why convertibles are like that. I think they'll have to redo all the necessary work. Yeah, because the fabric here, you know, the canvas, I think it shrank, man. It shrank, yeah. Wow, what a wonderful car. Wow, this car has been sitting here for a long time. I've never seen this car here. It's been a while. Man, it was under a cover. That's how it was. Yeah, after Agua de Lindoy. The car came here and I couldn't pay attention to it. Man, do you see anything like that? No. Yeah, it came here to get a bunch of fixes, a lot of adjustments. Did you restore this car? No, the client got it like this and he wants me to make some adjustments to it, right? It's nice, huh? So that I can... I'm going to give it a try. Let me see how it starts up. I'm going to turn it over. Let's try. Just dry like this, yeah, but I like to raise the oil a little, you know? Because I don't think it's going to start without putting gas in it. It will, but I like to... There, I like to give it that little movement, you know. At least the oil spreads a bit, right? Now I'm going to look at this here, guys. Take a look at this. Yeah, this car is cool. What's up with that, Mano? Why the prejudice against four-door Dodges? Yeah, but that one is mine too. Convenient, right? This one, man. This is the first one, right, man? Ah, but they're all beautiful. Yeah, the bodywork is really cool. It's really awesome. And it's true. This one comes all metallic. Look how beautiful this car is, even with the hubcaps. It's really nice. This car was the last car we made there at Junkie in Sao Paulo, right? Ah, yeah. And there were still some adjustments missing, man, the client. Even when we delivered it, we didn't even do an official delivery, you know. So I told him, damn, man, let me get myself together here. You bring her over here and I'll... Now the car came, we made some adjustments to it, and now we're going to do a mechanical inspection. Change the tires. These taillights are imported. They're still the car's original ones. I plan to change them too. There's a little difference between one and the other. It's faded, you know, I know, but look at this amazing car, man. You guys did everything. Painted this car. We painted the whole thing, right? Did a nice paint job. There was very little body work, very little, but it was this side that had a little detail and all. And then we did the paint job on the beautiful car. Mano put it together, right? Did the restoration of the trims and everything else. We assembled the car and delivered it. Some details were missing during assembly. Assembly, man, there's always something that gets missed, right? Trim. Then he said, no, man, don't worry. Let me get things sorted out here. He kept the car stored. We delivered the car a little before the Mopa National, which was in September. Then I said, give me a little time, and when I get settled in Campinas, you can send it to me. So we've already done what we needed to do here. Now we're going to make some other adjustments. Now for the mechanical part, we're going to put in an electronic ignition, change these tires, put on white wall tires. Yeah, these tires don't match. Yeah, they don't go with the car. Yeah, we're going to raise the front a little bit. You see that it's, I don't know if you can show it on the video, but it's a little nose down. Yeah, we're going to lift it up a bit, make it look more original. But the car is really cool, man. Beautiful and nice to drive. I like everything about it. It's great and looks good, huh? It's a car that's actually pretty well known here in Campinas. This customer bought it. He was from Campinas, but now he's from São Paulo. So people from Campinas knew this car pretty well. It's a very solid car, you know. It's really cool. Ah, here in the front you can see, right? We didn't paint it. We didn't paint the engine bay. Ah, it was preserved. Yeah, he didn't want to. At the time he said, I don't want to because look at that, but with an engine bay like this, why would you paint it, you know? So he didn't paint it. We only painted up to here. So this part kept the original pattern from back then. See how it didn't have the brake and they already put one in? They made a brake booster, right? This is all from back then, that simple brake. Of course, the car was beautiful. The car is already really cool. You can see it by its integrity, right? Yes, around here, right? Yeah, look how cool, man. Look at these that everyone talks about, right? It has this not applicable mark. It's really cool, right? Awesome, this car, beautiful car, cool car. And now he goes back there so we can do it by ignition, which is really, it's loose, the distributor plate, creating, so we're going to make that adjustment. Why don't we see this Nomad around, man? This car at events, this car doesn't have an owner, right? Yeah, it does, man, and actually we're the ones who take care of it. You're the godfather, and actually it's even dusty. I need to take her to the shop so Carla can fix her up. I didn't even put the cover on last time, but it works, everything's fine. The car, $1 million car. Mine isn't $1 million car, just sitting here. It's really cool, really, look at this. He has a problem with the garage there, right? He's building, there's a garage. He's from São Paulo, he's building a garage in Vinhedo. So that means the car will stay nearby. I told him, man, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Every 20 days we'll start it up, you know? So this water here isn't from it? No, man, what a wonderful car. The car is really awesome. Let me take this off for you. It was tough, right, Demetrio, man? This was a project. Since 2019, right? This car, we took care of importing this car. Yeah, this car came here. Yeah. Still a lot to do, but with most of the parts. And then we started searching for what was missing. Yeah, it's rare because it's a 58 and it's really a Nomad, and usually the Nomad isn't 4 doors, but the 58 is the only one that's 4 doors. Did we ever do it right? I don't think we've made a dedicated video about this car. We should get it out on the street maybe next week and do that. Yeah, man, because it's a car that deserves it. It deserves to be shown. Not just because the car is rare, but also due to all the work done since the start. I'll get the key. The upholstery part. We asked to have the upholstery done in the United States, in the original style. You guys asked to have the upholstery done there. That was a special order. It was ordered, so that's how it was. It took 4 years during the pandemic working on the car, and it was a lot of work. Man, you followed this car there, right? Did I follow it? We made videos there at Junk. Back then, that's physical. And about the assembly, how we were crazy to put this together, and it kept having problems. We had a lot of problems with the glass, even though it was supposedly Bel Air glass, but, well, it's the glass. Do you remember, man? I do. I remember a lot. But here it is. Look. Okay, I'll take it off. I put the paper so it doesn't get dirty. But wow, seriously, the car is just too cool. The car is really awesome. Seriously. Look at the details. So it's actually a golden seat. This car has all the original power windows, including the vent window, right? From that time. Yeah, that's it. It's part of the car. It's from the car. That's right. So, man, it's a really different car. It's really cool. The car. Wow. It's amazing. The window mechanisms, for example, we had to develop them ourselves, right? Because they don't exist anymore. Yeah, so with the little motor, but like we adapted it, but kept it original, you know, with a standard that's close to the original. The engine too. Wow, it's an engine. It's Everything new, mano. There's nothing old, everything's new. He uses it. We gave it a little modernization here, but tried to keep it close to the original standard, right? But here it's an engine, a 350, right? With a turbo hydromatic, 350 transmission. So it's a really nice car. Seriously, air conditioning. This car has updated brakes. Now it has disc brakes on all four wheels. You know, so man, it's a car with the kind of mechanics it had back then. This car came with a 300 in hers, right? That little one, I think. I don't know, man. I don't remember if it had already been swapped, man. I don't remember. But if it was still original, I have to admit I don't remember. But like the mechanics, actually, we didn't even use it, right? We replaced everything with new parts because it wasn't worth it. And we put in a sniper, right? A roller sniper, look, injected, yeah, fuel injected, wonderful, it's really cool. The car is, wow, man, this car, we have to make a video driving it. The guy deserves it, huh? This one does, man, it's great to drive. Demetrio is awesome, huh, man? Wow, it's cool, it's got torque, man. Wow, it's got torque, man, amazing torque. The tires, right? Look at the difference. These are amazing tires. This detail on the tire, really white. It's really this thick stripe here. It's really rich in detail. Man, it's really something. It's so rich in detail, details that never end. All the trim there, all shining, the car, man, yeah, right. Most of the trims are new bumper, the rear took some work, the trims, look how cool it looks. A beautiful day just passed by here, huh? Even though it's a contrast, it's a Dodge from the 70s with the 50s. But anyway, the rear trims of this car, we had to restore everything because you can't buy them. All the windows are new except for the trunk window, the trunk lid window. We custom made everything and brought all the windows except this one since there was no replacement and the glass was in good condition. We used her original glass, so this is her original one, really, the rear one. You had all this custom made, right? She had these trims, but they were in pretty bad shape. So we took them to Jeroen and he restored them one by one. There was a trim here, man, right here, look. On this side here, look, check this out. This curved trim, man. This trim right here, this finishing piece here, for example, we only had the one from the other side. So with the one from the other side, he made a mirror image and reproduced this here. So look at the car's finishing, man. It's really cool, right? So, like, this car is bizarre, isn't it? The side mirrors, for example, I also kept them because, for example, they're the car's original mirrors. You can't find those for sale today if you buy them at the dealership, the mirrors. For her, you'll get the standard ones like this. Good morning. Okay, but it's not like this one, you can't find it, right? So we restored them. Look how crazy that is. What's that? It's such a trip in the middle of the fender, such a trip. We changed the glass, did a full restoration of You adjust it from in here, right? Oh, it's just a mirror. You can't move it. Look at the little airplane. It's so cool. This is a car you'll want to keep. That's why we really had to make a detailed video, right, man? Look. But the car is so rich in detail that it's a lot of information. A car with a lot of information, right? It's really cool. The back of the car is really cool. It's awesome. The car is really crazy. Originally, it didn't come with these wheels, right? It came with thinner wheels with a full hubcap. Oh yeah, it wasn't that style. People wanted to use a more modern tire with a more updated look. We put these wheels on it, they're for her, but they're wider wheels, you know? It gave the car this charm, right? I think the car turned out awesome. Not only does it look good, it's comfortable, man. The tires are BF, they're BF Goodrich with white walls. Yeah, man, wow, they're beautiful, man. Beautiful, seriously. But you at home watching with your family, Mrs. Maria, Mr. Euclides, the whole family watching dripping oil. So on Sundays, what would you choose as a classic car to go for a drive? The Dodge or the Nomad? The Dodge is a bit smaller, a bit less responsibility since you're driving a car that's a little less valuable. The Nomad, you really have to be careful with that one, huh? You can't mess around with this one. If it gets dented or anything happens, the responsibility is huge. It's not just any car, right? What about you? You're right to mention that because that's really one of the main reasons that limits how much you can use the car. Yeah, that's a fact. Cars that don't have a lot of spare parts available, that's a limiting factor for using them. It makes things more restricted. It's okay. We still managed to get quite a few things, but only sort of, you know? It was tough. It's different from a Chevy Nova, for example. For that, I can get everything. This car was made in 2017 entirely by us, and it's actually for sale, this car, and that's how it is. How much is it worth here, Demetrio? It's 420. 420. But it has everything, huh? This car, huh, man? I know. This car has all modern mechanics. Yes, modern. It's a big block, right? A 454 with Holley injection. The car has a turbo hydromatic 400 transmission from TCI. The car has almost 500 horsepower, a limited slip differential, 4-link rear suspension, and huge brakes. You guys did all that. Yeah, this car has everything modernized. This car has nothing original, nothing left from the original. It is it's a street hot, right? A really modified car, you know? But within a muscle car standard, right? This car is the way an American would do it, right? The Nomad? I left the battery charging. This one, we have a battery. I think it might even work. Do you want it to run? I'd like that. Let me get its key. Hey, Demetrio. And the Monte Carlo at America Parts, man. It's still at America Parts. It is. There are buyers interested in it, but we haven't really worked on selling it the way we should. We haven't advertised it yet because we're still handling the paperwork. Wrapping up, it should be done. I need to talk to Fernando. I don't know if it's finished or almost done. Now it's just sorting out the paperwork, right? Look at that, that's cool. I think the process is already finished, man. Is there just a little left? I admit that since the car stays at the shop, I ended up not seeing it much, you know? And I need to bring it to the Z28. Oh, it's just for a touch-up or something. Oh, after Linden, I didn't drive it anymore. I didn't do anything else with the car, right? That car is awesome. That car is amazing. But look at this. 454 to push a small car like this. This here is a little Opala. Man, yeah, the car, it's cool. A little American Opala. Let's see. 454, look at that Opala face, my American cousin. License plate eye. License plate of the year. That's absurd, man. Look at the rear rim. Absurd, man. Let's keep the car moving, man. What's this? What is it? This? It has a muscle car roar, for God's sake. The color of this car is amazing, man. By the way, in blue, huh? That's him right there. Look, the Roadrunner. We've got some good muscle cars. Today, things are crazy, huh? The Camaro was sold, right? Jonas's Camaro was sold. Yeah, it was sold, just waiting for the parts to arrive. The customer asked for a bunch of modifications. That's cool. It went to a really great customer. So, honey, babe, that's awesome. It's sold. It's sold. This one is left and this one is left. Look at this. So like I said, it's a fully restored car. The body is amazing like this. Whoever is watching this video and is also interested, just contact us or Lucas there. The car is there, just schedule a visit. Driving the car is like everything is new, everything. You want to see, look, it's been a few Wow, it's been at least 20 days since I started it, right? Look, hold this. Wow, look at this, man. Wow, this look is crazy, man. And the injection, right? What is it from? It's not the Sniper model, it's our own model. Look at the dashboard. ADG, a Terminator, gives it a little nudge there. I'm going to film back there, man. Damn it. Sorry guys, this is awesome, man. He's cool, he's my friend. This thing is crazy and simple here, right? There's nothing at all. Look, nothing, no fuss. Ah, damn, you're crazy, you're crazy. Look, this thing responds so fast. Look, let's do this. Oh, that's beautiful. For God's sake. For a big block, it has a very quick response because that's exactly what an engine of this size is like. Custom made head, worked on, dome piston, man, big camshaft. The car is just amazing. Pardon my language. This car, wow, I fell in love. This one is powerful. I fell in love. Look, there you go. What's that? Wow, what a badass car. What a muffler it's got there. Here it has a Flowmaster Series 40. Flowmaster, right? But it's got some hooker headers, right? Ah, the exhaust. That also makes all the difference in this sound. Great build, right? Is that it? The exhaust goes under the axle. The car has a 4-link in the rear. Man, my car is fully loaded, right? Forged axle shaft, so like it's got big wheels, but if you want to put on wheels, I want to have fun at the drag strip. I want to put on wheels with slick tires. All right, it's ready too, it's ready. It's a car that doesn't have a drag racing fuel injection tune. Obviously you can get more out of it, so I made a map to give it. And even so, you saw how aggressive it is, right? Wow, man, it's awesome, it's aggressive. Gotta be careful, right? So with these tires, I had to make it a bit tamer because it spins way too much. Man, when you step on it like that, burning out, maneuvering, I have to be careful on a smooth surface. This thing, it slides, man, it slides. No control over anything. Here you have no control over anything and it's locked. So to maneuver here, you have to be a bit careful. As you accelerate, you have to make a smooth progression with your foot. Because damn, my car, if you go out on the street and hit the gas, it fishtails. And even with low tires, even though they're Mickey Thompson tires, but it's Mickey Thompson, yeah, it's Thompson. How much money was that, Mano? A lot more than the amount we're asking for, I imagine, a lot more. It's like I say, if you know how to buy a car today, man, can you buy a car cheaper than what was spent? So that's why I always tell the client, when you're going to do it, you're going to do it to stay, I'm going to do it to stay. So that's fine then, right? Because if it's to sell, it's just that here, Luis gave up the car also because of family reasons. The car was going to be for his son, but his son already has other cars. He said, I'm not going to keep worrying about it, just let it go. That phase has already passed. So, this is from a friend, one of your clients, right? Yeah, a big client, right? He did the whole car with us in 2017. We worked on this car, right? Wow, congratulations. It was done with a lot of care, with the best of everything. Nothing was spared here, man. You can see it. Nothing was spared. Let's start it up. Let's see if it runs. I had already put some gas in here. I'll put some more now. The conversation went on for a while, right? It's nice, isn't it? And you see, we do things without thinking, right? Without planning. Man, that's how we are right now. Huh, Lucas? Just bar talk, right, man? We just keep laughing. The guy who stays in the videos is because no, people don't believe others actually watch this. I know, man, when people talk about it, I say, man, the first thing I do is say thank you. It's true, man. How do you put up with it, man? Because damn, dude, right? Can you imagine the wives and kids who keep hearing this on television? They say, man, what are you guys watching? What are they watching? I'm here, huh, man? Let's see if he catches Julie out. There he is. This is really cool, too. Man, look. Come on, what do you think about that, man? Cool, dude. I put gas through the advanced tube without taking it apart, right? Oh, yeah. Really cool. Look how nice it is. Cool. Look how nice it is. Look, man, this car hasn't run since July. Man, seriously, yeah, it came from Agua Zilindo and stayed parked here. Look at the profile. I know this car. Look at the hubcaps. So charming. Look. Look, wow, it's high, huh? It's even a convertible. Lucas comes to Campinas to record and we turn everything upside down, right, Lucas? Oh, but this here, this is great content for me. You say, man, come with me to pick it up. Oh, let's go. This is recording. Let's do it. Soon we'll be showing things that have nothing to do with it. Man, this is a trip, bro. It's just that, man, we're in a... The year 2025 for me and for the companies was a year of new adaptations, transitions, right? Z28 has been in the same place for over 20 years, but there was the merger with Junk. There was the move of America parts over here. Man, it's not easy, right? We have to be accountable. We have to keep working and we can't see each other. This weekend we were setting up the store there, putting together the displays at the store. So yeah, it's tough, man. What's that? Look at that photography, man. Beautiful. I should be there looking, right? Here it was, here it was. Go ahead, you can go.
Wow, seriously.
Good, right? Wow, very beautiful. You can keep the keys? Then we'll go up together so we can put it on the tow truck because it won't run. Look, dear.
Quiet. This one too, like original, right, man? It's beautiful too, for God's sake.
There are very few of these caps left. They're about to sell out. I chose black over blue because I thought it would look cooler. I've had this one for a while now. It was the prototype, right? The test I did, I thought it looked nice, so I had it made, but I don't know when it's going to arrive. But in the meantime, you can choose from our available models over at Pinganuelho. Soon there will be a new batch of caps and kids t-shirts, but for now we have our collection, which also sells really well, of t-shirts and caps over at Pingando Oleo, with free shipping and a sticker included with every purchase. All right, thanks. The guy works like crazy, poor thing. Today I wanted to know, you have to go pick up Belay. The old man never stops. The old man.
Damn, man, what a car. Look, look.
That little rumble, standard, because the first ones of these cars here are like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Damn, what a beautiful car. What a nice car. What a car.
Oh, look at us. She gets this sad face when she can't come. She likes it, right? Especially this car she mentioned saying, I've never been. You gave her an Escort? Yeah, man, well, she deserves it, right? You gave her the Escort, her first car. Oh, man, the part was approved. I didn't give her a car, but an opportunity. I want to know what she's going to do with the car, with the opportunity. And she likes cars, man, and she got her driver's license recently. And that car, you remember it, right? It was Marco's car, my cousin who passed away, right? Remember? So it was there, and I said, I'm going to buy the car. I bought it and gave it to her. And let's see what she's going to do. Whoa, whoa. And let's see what she's going to do. And she's awesome. Well, Jane, I'm biased to say, I don't know, that's cool, man. Congratulations. You gave her the car? Yeah, I did. But then you'll charge her 20 grand. Some guys do that, you know? It's cool to give, but then they charge. I told her, I said, look, it's an opportunity. You can do whatever you want with the car. If you want to throw it away, donate it, sell it, it's up to you. And what is she going to do? And now she got really excited. A lot. That's so cool. That's what I was hoping for, honestly. You know, when we give a gift, we can't expect anything in return, right? But still, I was really happy with her attitude. She was really happy with the car, and she's super excited. She wants to make the car her own. She wants to fix it up. And I think it's a good opportunity for her to experience this, you know, to really go through this, right? I said, hey, it's not just about getting out. Yeah, so grab it from the outside. That's cool. Go right here. Yeah, go up right there. Yeah, go down. Now steer, bring it down. Good afternoon. Well, am I exaggerating? Take a look at this. Do you think I'm exaggerating? You can go ahead. A lot of zeros. Am I exaggerating? It's all original. Original, yeah, look at this. Force Mountain, yeah. No, tell us, so you gave her the escort without her knowing. You came from the sea and gave it to her. She had no idea. No, no, no. Then we used to say, damn, who's with me? I always say, whoever's with me is really with me. So I like to help, you know. And her, I think she needed that encouragement, you know. Why did she become a baker? Everybody knows her goal is to buy a Landau, a Rooster anyway. But I can't give her a Galaxy. I've already given a Galaxy as a gift in my life, but today, seriously, I can't afford it anymore, right? So I used to say, man, I needed the little Escort, it was there, and my cousin Marcos' son would say, dang, okay then, I got it right, I gave it to her, but the day I gave it to her, I told her, I said, look, I'm giving you the trunk, I'm giving it to you. It's not a gift, it's an opportunity. You do whatever you want. At first, I didn't know what it was. She opened the envelope, saw a key, and was confused. I told her to go downstairs, and she saw the car. I left her there for a bit, then came down later, and she was still by the car. I told her it's yours, and she asked what I meant. I said it's yours, then she got all emotional. It was nice, but then I told her, look, it's a gift, but don't see it just as a gift. See it as something you deserve. It's not charity, it's not charity. It's nice to get things, I told her, it's nice to get things, but what's better than getting is earning it. When you go there and buy your own, it's different, isn't it? Yeah, so the value is much greater, isn't it? So that's what I wanted to do with her, you know? For her to feel the responsibility of having a car, of doing what she wants. She has it, she works at the shop, she now has the freedom to do whatever she wants. She said, you see, I said, I know what I would do with this one. With this inheritance that you're starting now, you have to see what you're going to do. You can simply give it as it is or make your inheritance appreciate in value. Because I usually say the following, I have a saying that goes like this: those who have nothing do nothing, those who have one make two. That's how I achieved many, many things in my life. So, when it comes to cars, everything happened like that. Buying a little car, fixing it up if you have nothing. I've gone broke other times and had to sell everything and start over. It's hard, but once you start with the first one, you had a first one, you can do it. I brought more things, kept trading and improving, and that's what I want to teach her. I want her to enjoy the moment, of having a little Escort. That's pretty cool. Today, the Escort is a car that's out there. It's already an old car for them. Since she's 20 years old, it's already an old car. It's older than she is. And more like this, at least for her to start getting this sense, not just on paper, but as she experiences it every day, there at the workshop. When you have your own, it's different. I saw that in the videos of you working on your pickup truck, but now that it's recorded, it's not really different. You know what I mean? It's not just about paying, it's about getting frustrated with some things, having a bit of patience, which is something people are lacking these days. Patience to know that at each stage you should enjoy that moment. Damn, but I really wanted to do it. She wants to do everything, I said, but you can do everything. I didn't say that, so that's the point. So enjoy what you can do right now. Enjoy it, see it, expand. Be amazed by this part. What can I do with my money? I need to prioritize getting documents. You'll get them since I gave the car. I won't give anything else. That's what I want. It's an opportunity. Now she goes, feeling her way. She wants to paint the car. She wants to do the upholstery. Even if you want to show the car in the video so people know what kind of car it is, show her the experience. I think I would like people to understand that. Out there, what does it mean to have? She's a girl. She's just starting out now. You can't have a car like that. Do you agree? Is that it? Even if I had the money to give her a car like that, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that with Sophia, not the girl, my daughter. She's not going to get one. She's not. She has to experience difficulties, understand what her money is, how far she can go, and that's what I want for her, right? And there's the workshop for that, so she can learn, she can work on things. So, I don't know, that's what I thought. I believe she was very happy, at least in these last few days. She's really amazed, so much so that the first person she talked to, I think, was you. Yeah, so, well, that's it. It's something I'm really glad I could help with, that I could contribute to. And I think it's good for her own growth. I'm going to show the car now, so let's go. Come on, let's go. Cool, it looks awesome, huh? Put the tape here. Look how it's turning out. Guys, check out how cool this idea is. This idea was really crazy, huh? Louise totally came up with it like that. Hey, this idea was Demetrio's, exclusive. It just came out like you said today. Hey, God bless Demetrio. God bless Demetrio. Man, I can't see. I don't know. Man, oh my God, I'm going to make a t-shirt. Man, God bless Demetrio. God bless Demetrio. Hey, so we have to send it to Fernando over there to school. That's it. For him to make the design. Yeah, Jenny, to make our t-shirts. And then Jenny says, oh, it's in my hands now. So it's going to take another 2 years. If Demetrio is the one handling it, it's going to take another 2 years. I can't do it, man, but it turned out nice. This is crazy, huh? It turned out really cool, man. It's a car. This engine, man, it can't have too little air intake. And at the same time, the idea wasn't to have that filter anymore, which is good, right? The Edelbrock had it, yeah, but the look is, I think it's cool, like, man, if it had come out of the factory with a filter, it would look like this. So that's the idea we're trying to get across United States. Some cars, right? Some V8S, exactly, come out like this. The 300 offered come out like this, exactly. So yeah, I'm not making this up. It's just that nobody has it here. As far as I know, nobody has it. Let's have a God bless sticker made. God bless the Metro and start your engines. Guys, you're stretching it to get a little burp out. Yeah, it comes in here. Oh, it comes all soft, right? So I left it here since yesterday. So I stretch all of them. I separated which side, any side, right? And even on the hood, right? You saw it, right? I left it stretched out there in the position that in theory it's going to go. So now it's easier here. What happens when you go to apply this stripe? Where does it go? Like, where do you put it? When you pull it, if something is crooked, are you the one who's going to keep it on the mask? Not me. I take it off the mask, cut here, then I pull it, make the stripe, then I pull it again and make the other one. And then I adjust it. I don't leave it on the eye. On the eye, I adjust it one by one. Wow, this really helps a lot. But I take it off and do it on the eye so it comes out right, because it's tough, man, you know? It can move, right? It moves a little. So sometimes it opens up a little, and when you pull the spatula this way or that way, there are spots here where it gets a little more open. Spaced out. Yeah, and I don't like that. So what I do is I cut it, take it off, and do it by eye, one by one. Even with this closing, I still prefer it. That's just me. Others might do it differently since everyone has their own technique, but that's just how I am. All those Doges I've applied up until now, which are strips, especially the Doge 75, which is that strip, right? That comes with all of them. I separated them just like that one over there, right? Why not do that with paint? It's with paint. This is a mask for painting. Ah, now I get it. It's a mask for painting, so it's even more dangerous. I apply this mask, then I don't paint on the same day because it works with water. I let it dry, then I use the blower to make sure it's really dry, and then we go over it with sandpaper here. Then you cover the whole car, and if it's black, even more so, right? Because white dust is a real problem. Oh, it's really a stripe. We forget that we're recording, right? And then on Sunday you say the words, and then we cover the whole car and do it. Painting on the hood is also another annoying part, because to line up the stripes, man, is it just one stripe, or did you make one and you can't see it? Here it has a seam, see, because he can't produce this whole thing in one piece, you see? So you have to join them. Look, one ends where the other begins. What do I do? What do I do? I overlap, but not the way he did here. I cut and overlap another one so it becomes a single seamless piece. I don't join it like this the way he did here, you see? And there's this crooked part exactly to join it here and all. No, I don't worry about that. I stretch it and I do it myself. I outline it here, you know? And another thing, the finishing is, as Flavio himself says, it's old designs. He says it's not really Demetrio because it's like a mask. Each car needs an adjustment. It's an adjustment, man. There are differences between original cars. Don't say that the stripes, man, at the factory, the guy would just put them on and do it. It wasn't exact and it would bleed over. It wasn't precise. They just put a template here, do it quickly, and that's it. And they did it for all of them. Imagine on the production line making several per hour. It wasn't, man. That was something done very manually. If you look at it, we tried to keep a standard within the original, of course, but with a certain perfection there on the line. Recently I redid the stripes from, I don't know if that was shown, I think it's only on Instagram. From the white Landau from Chara, from him, which we restored here 10 years ago. And the little stripes wore out, took it to get polished, you know, it kind of, right? Anyway, so we redid the stripes in the same place. Then I sprayed each one since the painted stripes wore out. It's like I say, I do what I like, just like Luis here is letting me do. He's letting me do it the way I like. The stripe in the original pattern where I painted after painting here, so you'll feel the raised stripe, the texture of the stripe, just like it's always been. What's the advantage of this? It stays in a nice original pattern. What's the disadvantage if you're not careful? Polishing, if you take the car to get it polished. For those who don't know, when the guy comes with the machine here, he might quickly wear down the stripe or even remove it exactly because of the raised texture. It's there, it doesn't have much resistance, so what do some people do? Me, I don't like it, and Louise is here talking. When you're going to paint the car, you apply the template, paint the stripes, then varnish it so the stripes are varnished. You don't have a raised texture, you can polish it. And as I usually say, right, the stripes are eternalized, they're eternalized. I don't like it, and why don't I like it? First, because it strays from the original, and second, because of any possible touch-ups, right? I was saying, when you need to do a touch-up, you don't have any dirt to hide underneath, exactly because with the stripe, you have to work on the touch-up. Having a relief, I can reproduce the stripes again, but if the stripe is underneath there, man, how am I going to reproduce it? It's harder. Not that we can't do it, we actually can, but then I'll have to sand, paint, and varnish there. I mean, are you a student? So let's suppose the intervention is much bigger. Let's say an incident happens here. And it got scratched here under the side. Well, I'll touch it up to the height of the stripe. I won't need to go further if the stripe is varnished. I'll have to come here with the touch up here, or sometimes even open it up here. You'll have to dig, right? No, not dig. The problem isn't just that. The problem is where you finish. For example, if I finish a touch up here in the middle, not on a piece like this, you have to varnish the whole thing. If something happens here, I have to do the whole piece, spread the varnish. I have to at least spread the varnish over the whole thing if it's varnished. Now, if I have a little stripe here, let's say a stripe, I come with the touch up to the stripe, so the stripe is how I say it. It's like a rug. I swept the dirt under the rug so I can limit it to the stripe, you know? Now, if there's no stripe, if it's flat here, there's no texture. Man, I'm screwed. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna come with the touch-up only up to here, then I'll varnish the piece. It's gonna look weird. There will be a difference. So, like, you need to keep a standard. I prefer to redo a stripe, as has happened before. I redo the stripe and touch up the car, rather than having a varnished stripe. It's cool, great, the stripe is preserved forever. Oh, you can go ahead and polish it there, but if you have to do maintenance, I think it's worse. And I personally, on my polishing side, which I'm not that much, but in this case I am, I like to feel the little stripe, to feel it, you know, it's here, it's here. I like to talk about it. I don't like it when we hand it over. I like it after a while, because then it gets a little worn. It already lost that firm serrated edge it has, because then it just goes. Obviously, there will be polishing, there will be a cloth, so it's going to wear down, so it gets a little smaller. When it leaves here, it's always thicker, because I'm not going to wear it down right away. Let it age over time. Damn, it ends up looking like that burnt Dodge from Amadou. Man, the yellow one, I've already touched up those stripes there, I think 2 or 3 times, man, because there were some gasoline problems. Don't worry, just come here. I touched up the stripes, okay? I think you'll need to come by today to get things done. Man, that Dodge is awesome, huh? Amadou, he really uses it, man. He really does. Yeah, he's crazy about it. That one. And Duque, he drives it like that, just going full throttle, just tearing it up. But the car is always in perfect shape. The car is amazing. Man, we built that car in 2015. Yeah, and it's still running today. Every now and then something happens, but that's just how it is. There's always a little surprise, man, saying nothing's ever going to happen. Come on, you know? Look at that. Now let me tell you, huh? It's shifted. That's awesome, huh? You say no. Oh, no, of course. There's no way. Remember. Wow, it turned out amazing. You brought that filter. We'll be able to use it. Oh, yeah, this one is from Fabio Jorge. Yeah, and his mom makes it for him. Yeah, it turned out nice because it has more flow, right? It has more flow, right? What are you going to do, Mano? Are we going to work on his F100's axle to take it apart? Who's the big guy to work on it? I got here to work at 11 in the morning. It's 6 in the afternoon, 38 degrees, and they still haven't given me any work to do. Man, I've already had lunch, had coffee, brought the guys here for a big chat, and nothing changes, man. The workshop here is like a kindergarten. No, the bundle doesn't come apart, actually. This is like a little club. It's a little club, a really nice little club. Marcial Feixe Bolinho's club, man. We'll clean the axle, remove the little pipes, separate them, and set the engine aside. It's easier to place it on that wooden thing and turn the head around. What wooden thing? What wooden thing is there here? Look, are you talking about this one? Not this one, no, not that. The one with wheels. Yeah, that's it over there. What are you guys talking about, my God? Ah, the workbench. Oh, okay. Let's take this engine out of here. It's just that some things happened here at the last minute, you know? We weren't supposed to have an Audi TT come in on the day of filming, but this one came in. He's a big client of ours, and there are things we're not. It's not the kind of car that's our style, but that's how it goes. He's a client we've worked with before, someone we know. We've already worked on cars for him, and he has this Audi. He scraped the bumper a bit. And he showed up today with that cute girl, you know, with that sad kitten face, which helps when asking for favors. I messed up, let's go, come on, I got it, let's deliver it today so we can fix the bumper. Yeah, look, it got a little scratch. The car is amazing. Carla did a full detailing on the car the other day and he scratched it a bit, so we're going to fix the front for him. This car is really low, man, so it scrapes easily and then, okay, let's fix it for you, of course, right? You have to help the guy out. Yeah, that's what I always say. We work with classic cars, but it's still a shop, and sometimes that's just how shops are. It's not like we do everything by appointment, everything, but let's do it. Let's go help out, right? Yeah, let's help out, and of course we're going to charge for it, obviously, but we have until then. Oh, Carla, give it to Fernando's wife over there. When I bought the Mazda transmission, the 5-speed transmission for the pickup, I asked about the differential and the guy who sold me the transmission said, man, it's the best thing. First put everything together, then you'll see how it's going to turn out. Because in the last video, some people commented saying, just imagine that differential is going to be terrible. That's way too short, it won't work. Just change it, just change it. Take the opportunity and change it already. What do you think? I don't think you're going to change it. You think you won't even change it. You won't. Why? You won't? Because it's a good setup we have here. It's a 390. It's a 390. We'll check everything later, but it's supposed to be a 390 here. Here. You were on top, yeah. So, here it is. Look, let's see here. Look. I can't see, man. Hold on. It's upside down. Let me see this. Four. Two, three. I can't see, man. 2, 4. 3. She thinks she'll have to do the math here. Let me see. Hold on, I'm going to take a picture and zoom in so we can see. Hold on, let me understand. No. Man, way too low, way too low. It's not going to work, Demetrio. No, man, 489, that's not going to work, right? No. I thought it was a 390, man. We need to have at least a 390 here. No, really, it's not going to be good. So, man, we're not going to mess with that. Now, we're going to clean the axle, paint the axle, mount it on the chassis, get it ready, right? Because I need mobility, man. No problem. We can do this with the car, with all the mechanics in place. There you go. I put it on the lift, then I take it out and make the new setup. We'll go after it. We're going to need a 390 gear ratio. That's the ring and pinion. Then we'll get the bearings. Let's work on the differential. No, it won't work. It won't work. That setup won't do it. It's for drag racing, man. It just won't work. Hey, you don't know if I'm going to use it like that. So, all right, huh, boo? So I'm not going to pay you in buckets? I'm not going to wait for anyone. You see, go. I'm sanding everything. No, you're out. You're not going. Go. Cut. It's recording a spin up there. Hey, Grown, talk bad about Ford. The 302 is frying. No, guys, Ford doesn't overheat, huh? It goes from here to 5,000 RPM, you see? But it would take a lot of luck for it to come here. Man, this is what they used in Jeeps. So I saw it, but it's not because it's 4 cylinders, mine is. If you don't use a short gear ratio, it doesn't move, man. That's it. But it's so short, man. If I do it fast here, it takes off and rides on the tire. If I turn fast there, it takes off on the tire, man. Then, Zoe, if you put the machine there with the screw, that's it. Look, that one already does a burnout, man. That's why Paulinho did a burnout with that truck that time. Look, it's 4 cylinders misfiring, one still 3 cylinders. He stepped on it and did a burnout. Of course, man, if you turn it on, if you turn on the drill here, it burns rubber, man. It's so short, man. It's crazy. Mine is worse than the Uno, the Mini Uno, man. How far do you want to take this apart? D-E-M-E-T-R-I-O. No, let's just remove the axles. The leaf springs, right? And take apart the axle. We'll scrape and paint it, man. That's it. We're not going to take it apart much more than that. Got it? Only open it later, man. Here, right? Yeah, not now. I won't mess with it now. Don't just leave it painted so we can mount it on the chassis. We'll put the wheels back the way they were so we can assemble the pickup truck, right? Isn't that it? No, don't stop, not now. You don't need a whole new differential. No, you're not sure. This is a Dana 44, man. Do you think so? Push it as much as you want. It'll hold up, damn, man. Dana 44. That's the advantage. You do whatever you want, there's nothing. If it were a brass, it might have. I don't know. If that's not locked, huh? It's 4 cylinders, right? It's not, is it? I don't know because it's so short, right? Do you think we're going to lock this? Then there's no need if you want to, right? Especially because a locker is expensive, right? Now, is it going to do a burnout, right? It's cool to do a burnout with 2 wheels, not a chassis burnout, right? Burnout is chassis, one-legged burnout is one-legged, Dodge guy burnout, worse than a lot of Dodge guys, right? Yeah, man, that Dodge scraping from my buddy, Strong Dodge, burns both tires, that's right. There are advantages and disadvantages to a locker, right? Actually, the locker is a disadvantage, right? Yeah, everything has a purpose, right? The locker is to give you more traction, of course. But for you, in theory, if it's for use in the Veraneo, I have one, I have a locker there, but in the Veraneo I have. But really, it's more just for fun because the car goes even straighter, right? It's actually worse to drive. So I put in a locker, tires this big, it's really heavy, the way it turns, everything's locked up. It's like this, right? You hit the gas, it goes all over the place. Yeah, it just wants to go straight, right? That's what the locker is for. You lock both wheels, you make turns with the differential, right? Normal is better, it's much more comfortable, even safer, I think. So like, there's no need. No, a car like this wouldn't have a locker. Why did you think a car like this would? No, it's just that it's an F100 axle with 4 cylinders, but yeah, because of the mud, most C10S come with a locker. Man, dirt road comes with a locker. That's good, right? It was good for spinning out?
Although the power isn't to the front, right? But it is.
No, but it fits here.
Did you see if it was in the first or second one?
No, I didn't see. Let me check.
There's a mark here.
It was on the second one, that's it. Yeah, it's in the center, right in the center.
On this one here.
So it's... It doesn't work, no? What about the front ones? I'm not working there anymore, so what about them? Let me film. Let's take it apart there too. The guys come here. Let me film. It's just that I'm a photographer, right, Mano? Yeah, now let's take all this apart too. These bases need to be cleaned and painted, man. Everything has to be ready for when it arrives. The chassis is over at the lady's place and the shock absorbers, that's it. Planning to do more later on, right? With the weight, we'll check the height and have it made. Oh, I get it. For now, we can assemble it the way it is. It won't be running yet. It'll just be supported. Later, we'll make the fine adjustments on the shock absorber and everything else. Now we're going to list what we need to buy for now, what needs bushings, the brake, right? Let's get it right now. Let's take it apart here. Let's drive, check the calipers. That's what we're going to do. Now that's what we have. Hey, Demetrio, it worked. Now, what was missing? The alternator, right? The alternator had a problem, didn't it? We had started the engine, did the break-in of the camshaft, everything was fine, but then it wasn't charging and it's fuel injection, right? You can't go without an alternator. So we stopped, ordered the alternator that the customer had. It took a little while to arrive, right? Because he sent it with a shipping company from Goiás. It arrived yesterday, so we installed it yesterday, and now it's good. Man, it's working great now. It's nice. There are still a few adjustments to make, but now it has to be done on the ground, right? Go, 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 speed up, man. The engine is a 350 with a Hopkins camshaft. Pretty cool, right? Edelbrock Street cylinder head, dome piston, pretty awesome. So it's a pretty lively engine. Let it warm up a bit, but the idle here is nice. Is it set up with a basic configuration just to run? We can fine tune it a bit more here. In response, you said, yeah, in response in power. I haven't adjusted it yet. On the street, it makes a difference, but the engine still needs to be broken in. There's no point in having a conservative ignition timing. There's nothing exaggerated, stronger. Let's go. Fast. The thing is sharp. It's really sharp. What muffler is that? It's a Flowmaster, also Series 40. The exhaust is all stainless steel. Man, the car is really cool, really cool. Amazing, man. Cool, right? Incredible. The response is almost immediate, right? Yeah, look at that. It's lively, it's lively. So it's set to a conservative point. It's got good fuel, a little richer to avoid any overheating. Especially now at the beginning, of course, all within an acceptable range, right? It's not excessively rich, but I can't let it run too lean, especially now, right? What's really cool is on the street with the load, then we'll see. That's when we'll notice the difference, right? The test, the engine changes a lot, man. In the first hours during the first runs, it needs all the adjustments, all the ring seating. So yeah, there's the break-in, right? Even though we do the break-in, which is the initial camshaft break-in and everything, but it keeps changing, right? It keeps changing, but the car, man, is awesome, huh? My engine. The response is amazing, man. Wonderful. I think the customer will be satisfied. That's awesome. That's awesome. We're really relieved about how it works. I like everything because, man, we've been in the shop for years, but I always say this. Every engine we start up, we always get that rush, that adrenaline in the first run, man. There's no way around it. We always get a little nervous, even when we're sure that everything we're doing is right. But yeah, things happen. Thank God we've never had any problems, but that's exactly it. So before the first match, we get, want to see the next one? Now the one that's working is Louis Ali's. The engine is completely rebuilt, so to speak, right? So like before the first match, just like we've already filled it with oil, all the engines we assemble, everything is ready. We fill them with oil, but it's been days since that was done. We're going to refill it again. We put the tool in there, fill it up again, let the oil rise to the valves here, right? To be able to do the first startup. Yeah, I don't know, I prefer to be overly careful, man, I prefer it, man. Maybe that's why we've never had any problems, right? Like with engines, thank God, we've never had any operating problems. Like then did it have a problem like that, right? We even had one with Renato. We had a problem with his engine, Renato from the F100. That red one, yeah, the red one. Everything was done right and suddenly, but the engine already came with it. No, we built the engine and we built the engine. Everything was up to standard, all good. And then we delivered the car, tested. We always test it. Yeah, everything was fine. Then he drove the car and the car had to come back. We always asked for the car to come back for a checkup, after 1,000 kilometers and all, and it was already scheduled, so. He said, Demetrio, it's weird, man, the car is smoking. And I said, what? He said, it's smoking, so he sent the video. I said, yeah, but the car is running fine. I said, but he's not from here, from Campinas. He said, oh, okay, come, it's all good, damn. When he got there, all that smoke, I said, wait, was this the one that went to the machine shop, that went back to the machine shop, right? To the machine shop. I said, you can stop, man. He said, you can stop. I said, it's under warranty, don't worry, return it. What was it, the 302? It was a 302. It was our first time experiencing that. And finally, there was a problem with a piston. With a connecting rod, actually, there was a problem with a connecting rod that was already part of the engine, even though it had been serviced at the machine shop. We always do the reaming on the motorcycle. The pin got loose, then the pin moved and hit one. Well, luck is relative, right? Because you see, I don't like sleeved engines, okay? And that one was a sleeved engine, it was already sleeved. And I said, man, here, either we keep going with this or we look for a new block, so no. Anyway. We went with the sleeving, took a chance pistons, but the problem wasn't the sleeving, okay? But what did I mean by that? The good thing is, since this engine was already sleeved, the sleeve was replaced again, now we've changed the sleeve. So like if it was an engine without sleeving, it would have been lost, then I would have to sleeve the block so I wouldn't lose the block, but in this case it was already sleeved. So we changed the piston, changed the connecting rod and had it sleeved. We took the whole engine apart again and rebuilt it, including the rings. You can't just keep scratching it, man, that's what I always say. I think the work to take out one or take out all of them is basically the same for me. So you see, these things happen, right? No matter how much we're exposed, we're always at risk. The important thing is to have the shop support, right? And just like I had the support from the machine shop there, the one that did the machining, for me, those guys were solid, man. I never had any issues. I explained it and he said, no, don't worry about it. So I provided the labor, I covered everything there. As a guarantee for the customer can't be harmed in any way, and my suppliers, same thing. All right, so it's not ideal, but it's there. The customer is satisfied. Everything's fine. It's running great. Everything's good. Like he himself said, man, that's what's cool, right? The important thing is that it's not good to have a defect, but at least not, man, come on, we have a reputation, things happen, right? I don't manufacture mechanical parts, but we have to give support, right? The problem isn't having a problem. The problem is not solving the problem. How are you going to solve this problem? Thank you, Jenny. That's what you're going to do when you have some work, some problem, right? You run away from responsibility. That's why he doesn't even know. I was the one who said, no, this isn't normal. But what if it's not? No? Stop it. I remember that. Stop it, man. The truck was nice. Leave it here. That's it. Let's take out the engine. Wow, really? I'll take it out. I'll see. No, you can't. Come on, a new engine. Smoking like that. No way. So that's how it was. It happened. So when was it? It was last year. That's right. I remember. So man, cool. And it got sorted out, right? Wow, Renato is a great friend of ours. The issue is when the shop turns away at that moment, right? It's because they know there will be rework. The labor is even his. He said, wow, but now the loss, Renato, it doesn't matter. The loss is mine. Now he's worried about your rework. Yeah, he was like, wow, but what now? You don't have to worry about anything. You won't spend anything. And besides, I'm going to seek my guarantees too, and that's what I did. Legally, I went to my supplier. Man, no, Demetrio, come on. So it was, everything's fine. The machine shop backed us up, and I mean, man, everything worked out. We had a loss. Yes, but what can you do, man? That's how it works. That's just part of the job. It doesn't exist otherwise. I've worked my whole life. I worked with service provision, maintenance before I had a workshop. My life started in the electronics field, and I worked inside the electronics company doing maintenance on new equipment. In other words, my whole life was about solving problems, so that's how it is, and with good manufacturers. I worked with IVA, with Pioneer. I always was. I had technical support for Pioneer, IVA, Sony. At that time, Demetrio was 3 years old, right? More or less, I'll tell you something here today. I've been noticing, take a look at what's here, just so you can get an idea of the kind of cars there are. Here there's a 1967 Dodge Charger Green, made by Demetrio and Fernando from America Parts. Just so you can get a sense of the caliber of the kind of work we're talking about. Here we have a Marta Rocha here. I don't even know what this is, man. I don't know if it's a Brasilia. Brasilia is a Karmann GTC. Over there, there's an Opala. Over there, there's an F100. There's a Landau there, an automatic Dodge Charger, giving us a lot of work over there. Fixing an SP to another Opala, a Diplomat, a Beetle Man with a V8 engine in the middle. Man, look at how many things the guy takes on to do everything, man, everything. That's why we say the schedule is wild. The schedule is kind of complex. You can't just keep up. It's tough. We've actually got a pretty good schedule this year. Escasa. I can't take on any more projects or anything like that, but I'm trying to slow down a bit. I just can't, we just can't. My schedule is always booked for at least 3 to 4 months in advance for anything new, but I just can't take on more. We work with several lines, right? From basic maintenance, mechanical work, to a complete restoration, Whose is this one? This one belongs to Landau Prata, who's having it restored with us. Oh, cool. So the Landau is over there, that special wine-colored Landau. Did you fix the dent in the door? Have you seen it? I saw it. We did the bodywork on the door. Let's go check it out. Come on, everyone. Come with me. Come Goulart de Andrade. Remember Goulart de Andrade? Come with me. I want to show it because we saw it the other day. Yeah, it's true. I said I'm going to show it here. We haven't disassembled the car yet. How are we going to do the disassembly? I counted the inventory, but I continued with the bodywork, with the first rough bodywork, which I didn't. That would be one. The door, which is dented, we found some rust here. Nothing too serious. And the trunk, let me open it here. When I looked here, I realized that this car won't need anything replaced. So right, man, it's all original, this wonderful one. That's why we even say, you know what? Let's do the worst part first to get a head start. The work has already started. The door here. Look, when we went to pick it up, remember, Jenny Amasadon, we looked the other day and said, wow, he fixed the dent in the door. Is the car ready already? Yes, the door is ready. It's undented. Of course, there's still some rework to be done on this bodywork. Of course, it's just undented, but we still have some rework to do on it, okay? Here he had, here was that rust. He had some rust spots here. And then we did the rework. Here, all by hand, this was shaped, also shaped the gutters. Okay, so we did this bodywork, rework here. It was quick. Yes, and the worst part, okay, if you look at it now, man, is disassembly. Something will probably show up. Oh yeah, it will for sure underneath, you mean, but it's something. There's always a dent, a little spot of rust, a little spot, but the main part is here, now. The next step is to take it all apart. make an inventory of what we'll really need, what we're going to send to be restored, like moldings, bumpers, and everything else. Yeah, we put the plastic here, but we're going to have to remove this vinyl because there's some body work to do here. But I don't want it to get contaminated, right? So, then we're going to do the disassembly, the technical part, everything properly, remove all the paint and prepare it for painting, you know? One thing that caught my attention today, man, we went over to Nomad, yeah, and damn, I saw the quality of the rubber there at Nomad. It's something new, beautiful, well fitted, and we can do that here on the pickup truck. Of course, yeah, because they say the local rubber is crap. I bought some that I don't even know if they'll fit. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff I bought. To fix it, I think you have it there. Because sealing is a tricky thing, right? If it doesn't turn out well, yeah, I don't know if we showed it. Last week, I think I already had it sealed, right? Yeah, it was basically like that already, right? It was... The only thing that changed here is that we did the sanding with water, and now it's going to the booth to actually get the paint finished. Should I bring the rubber parts I got in the United States for you to check if they'll fit here? Yes, yes, yes. Next week, with everything painted, we might even be able to try them out. Here! Booby and I scraped the differential a bit right there. Look, it's over there. We scraped it with a little knife and cleaned it up. That was it, right? Yeah, basically that. Then we'll do the ooh! It's not worth doing that work on the differential yet, kind of going against what you said. Man, let's not do that up ahead. I don't think it goes like that, but you could do it now. Yeah, you could. It's ready, already adjusted. It's even easier to do it when it's not in place. The problem is that I don't have it. Today I can't put this into production, so for the project itself, it won't get in the way, okay? And another thing is I need you to spend on more important things, okay? Now there are other priorities. I'd rather you spend the money on something else than buy it because it won't be cheap to do this even though it will be needed, but I'd rather you spend the money on something else. Booby said shopping barbecue. Yeah.
Barbecue is better, more important.
I'll have to take all the guys to Wet n Wild when it's ready. Here, of course, everyone in white swim trunks with Galaxy. Actually, not everyone in swim trunks in pickup trucks, everyone in pickup trucks. So, okay, let's leave it for the end. I think there's no need to mess with the axle right now. Now, for him, he's taking everything apart. He's removing the little pipes to make it really clean, to paint it, right? Yeah. Even well.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Why does the water have to be so cold? Say no. He took a while. Thank you. Why is there a push order down here? It changed there. Look, some archaeology work here. Look, today we're archaeologists here. A is also good now. We've already cleared this part well. It's good here. And this bottom part is already pretty clean. Let's do this. Let's remove the rest here. It's going to turn. That's true, right? Then we'll put something there, a product to loosen everything up so we can see what's going on. They only know that I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to take this cold part off here, take this out. Take it out, right? Keep it bare for when it's time to do it, right? Look, he wants to take it apart. He's going to take it off. Wow, Maria, these guys take everything apart. Look, they're going to take it off. Yeah, since it's already here, right? It's already come to this point. That's it. It looks really bad nowadays, doesn't it? Here, it's fine. You can't see anything. Here it's like, yeah, look, here it even works. Hey, Luis. When are you going to take off from the plane? When? What? What's the question he's going to ask? No, seriously, yeah. Is there a moment when you say, damn man, that thing was radical?
Yeah, there is.
There are moments when you like speed everything up and say, man, go, go, go. There are.
Because like,
Just imagine how crazy it varies.
a lot depending on the situation.
When he comes here, he wants to ask about his car and gets screwed because then I start asking about his production. Man.
He keeps asking me things, right?
But isn't it crazy though? But
For example, look, you're going to do a ferry flight with an aircraft, okay? So the plane is empty, there's nothing in it, there's no weight, it's really light with very little fuel. You're going to do a short ferry flight, like for example, from Guarulhos to Congonhas.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there is that.
You have to move empties around. The guys must be messing around, acting like they're walking on their heads.
You can mess around up to a point, right?
Yeah, my brother, hold on, only up to a point, right?
That's job conservation, right?
Job conservation. Everything's recorded, right?
The airplane is the biggest snitch there is today, really, on the face of the earth. But when you're about to take off with the plane empty, you feel it, right? You feel it's light because the plane is light. It's just like a car.
Right, man?
You have a lot of engine power there, right?
It's true. The day we go, for example, to ride with Juniao from the tow truck, it's complicated, right? Man, it adds some weight.
Yeah, exactly. It's light. It's just you guys there in the...
Way and with the passenger. There are times when you say, man, today I'm going to have to speed things up.
The heavier it is, the more power you need to take off.
That's it, full throttle.
Sometimes yes, yeah, sometimes yes.
And how you speed everything up and need more. Congonhas, wow, Congonhas, look, Congonhas, it's Congonhas.
Wet runway.
No, man, speeding it all up, wow, it's everything.
Got it. But of course, look, everything. For that, there's a performance calculation that we do, right? Based on wind, weight, temperature, all those things. Because then, if you say, for example, you have to speed everything up, speeding everything up, it doesn't work, so you can't go.
Wow.
You must reduce the aircraft's weight, or you'll have to disembark passengers and remove cargo and luggage.
The main issue with Congonhas is getting in or out.
It's always arriving, right?
Arriving.
But leaving, everyone goes together.
And another thing, the urge to leave is strong. Bro, get going, let's go. You're going to arrive, get going, bro, you'll get there.
The runway is short, okay.
It's tough, but airports must be cool.
That have the shortest runway, right? Yeah.
It has even less than Congonhas, right?
Man, it's Joinville, São Jair do Preto, those places, so it's more critical.
But not just any aircraft goes there either. It's already evolved, it's already evolved. That drive is the one I drive, right? The driver drives, exactly. That's crazy. It must be quite a feeling, right? For those who like cars, old cars, it's for people who like cars. Man, the job this guy has is insane. It's out of this world.
I came here to ask about old cars, so what am I?
No, the guy flies an aircraft and comes here to check out carburetors. But, you know, Luis isn't just a customer. He becomes a friend just like others too. And that's how it is. We have other friends, customers who are also pilots. And, you know, I always say it's cool to build cars for pilots.
It's because the guy really understands a lot.
Not every pilot is a mechanic, right?
No, actually, that's not what a pilot is.
He's kind of an engineer, right?
No, so it's because like when the pilot, he goes to do the initial pilot training, he needs to study technical knowledge. So he has to know the basics, right? So he knows about electricity, he knows about hydraulics, why the engine works, what a piston is, what a cylinder is.
It's really cool. They know their stuff, man.
Little break.
These guys really know what they're doing, and it's great. Just like his car with the sniper, which isn't new or anything. It was always really cool to chat with him because he tells it exactly like it is. And like, there's another guy who also knows he's not a driver, but he has the feeling, right?
But you know what happens?
He knows, man, he feels it. It's a feeling, right? Omega, with his Landau 2, who's another client, is a driver. One thing Demetrio, are you leaving already? I said, no, I already know what it is. Man, he even said, man, this car is missing ignition. He knows, crazy. He knows what ignition is, what it isn't. He knows when ignition is missing. Really crazy, very detail-oriented, because nothing can go wrong, right? Detail-oriented.
And we have a trained ear.
It's hard to work for a pilot.
Man, so sometimes you're there in the car and then you say, no, stop there. This sound here isn't...
And in the plane, there is. That happens too. You get way more sensitive with your hearing. Those guys are really sensory. Man, just imagine.
Yeah, it's the ear and, sorry to say, but it's the ear and the butt, that's it. We say you feel the plane with your butt.
It's because you're not touching anything, so it's in your body. But the car isn't.
It's not that different.
It is, and it's incredible. When he drives his car, he passes. For me, he always did. And every time, the last time he worked on it, I said, man, look, this and this and this is going to happen. And he said, man, that's it. Damn, it turned out great. I gave him my impressions, so he did a test in Rio de Janeiro and returned, but that's fine. What's your name?
I love testing like this.
What are the struggles of your profession? On a normal day, like I arrived at Congonhas, oh, wait 5 more minutes, the line is long. What is it? What kind of things stress you out in a pilot's daily routine?
What stresses us out is waiting on the ground.
You know, being on the ground is...
Waiting on the ground, changing planes and waking up early, you know, hours and hours, right? This thing of waking up early, not having. We have a routine, but at the same time we don't, right? So one day you wake up at 3 in the morning, another day you wake up at 10 in the morning, another day you're staying up all night.
That really takes a toll on your body, huh? So it demands a lot from your body. This was used here, this guy is, you saw what he said, man, I'm here today. And then he told me, man, today he told me, Rome, Miami, Boston, London, Portugal, Lisbon, Los Angeles.
No, like right now we're here, for example, 33. It's now 5 in the afternoon, 33.
The physical part. Tomorrow, 2 degrees in Rome.
Tomorrow, for example, New York, right now it's 0 degrees. Wow, so how does the body...
We have a period to adapt. He doesn't have that period. He has just a few hours to adapt. It's really crazy, man. It's not just the glamour, right? It's not just the glamour.
What it has the least of is glamour. It used to have it in the past.
The one with glamour is a car restorer, Demetrio. Yes, he is. God bless Demetrio.
Demetrio?
You look like it because that glamour there isn't like Monopoly money. Right, Mano?
I'm looking too.
That's for nothing. There are a lot of drivers who like cars and old cars, right, man? There's the driver.
He likes machines.
That's it, engine, power, more about the essence of the guy, right?
There are drivers who don't like it, that's normal, right? But most of them do. The driver, the real driver. You see...
Real, right? Yeah.
He likes it. It's hard to say.
Because now it's getting kind of hard, but it's hard, but we like it. It's really cool. It's really nice.
Yeah, right? The more powerful the engine, the better, right? I just can't get used to this new downsizing trend.
Of the cars.
He's the champion. Of course he likes engines.
It's a silly question, right? But...
You see, nowadays, this issue of engine downsizing, right? Back in the day, man, the engine was a V8 5 liters and all, then it became a 2.0 4 cylinders, and now it just kept getting smaller and smaller, man. Now it's 3 cylinders, you know, now it's like 1.43 cylinders.
And a lot of drivers must be choosing electric. Electric cars are normal now, right?
It's normal. There's room for everything.
But this guy here is kind of out of the ordinary, right? This guy here bought a Corolla the other day, brand new, first drive. He came here. That's cool. I said, crap.
Crap.
Bought a Corolla Maverick. Now then, of course.
Right, yeah, it has to be. Look at that.
Fernero traded in a brand new Corolla. He showed up here looking upset, didn't like the car, even though it was new. The car was nice, but he just didn't like it. He said, oh, the car is nice, but it's not exciting.
It's not brand new, thank God.
Sorry to the Corolla fans, the Vorola, the worst is him, Vorola, but yeah, his dad has one, right? It's been a long time, the Corolla isn't new. Yeah, it's fine. He's not criticizing since he lacks car experience.
It's great for those who just want to get from point A to point B.
But you know, ask what car he had before the Corolla. Wait, was it a Honda Civic? No, not even close, man. It was a little Corsa, way off. Not even a Corsa Wind, man. He doesn't like cars, just ask. So, he's a Passat Touring Sport.
I had a Volvo 60, a Volvo.
Damn.
It was a 6-cylinder turbo, right? It was amazing.
That's great, man. Then I switched to the Corolla, but...
Before the Volvo.
Sorry about the podcast. I know you have other things to do, but we're going to keep going.
But before the Volvo, I only had Ford cars. I've always been a Ford guy, so it was Explorer, it was Taurus.
It was Fusion.
I've had a bunch of Fusions. He said,
oh, but what about now? Then I said,
you must return to Ford. There's no other option.
Then he went back. No, it's just that before, you know, he had this Volvo, did a huge overhaul, spent everything he had to sell it, but he still didn't have it. Then this guy here said, but there was a little noise. The Pilot, my picky Pilot, it's nothing, it's crazy. He sold the car, went there. I don't want it anymore. I'm going to buy a Corolla, my first ride. No, it didn't work out. He sold it here, sold it right away. He said,
the car is 8 months old, but like...
It actually lasted quite a while.
I actually lasted quite a while too, but like, man, I bought the car brand new and it lasted longer.
Every time I came...
From the 4th month on, I couldn't take it anymore. It was suffering for me.
Not funny, right? Don't buy a Corolla. Buy a car that gives you excitement.
Yeah, cars have it.
I think it has to suit the guy, man. Yeah, if it didn't suit him, there's no point. And it's funny, right? The profile, you know? He bought it out of stubbornness, knowing it wouldn't fit. I know what happened.
I knew.
He took that moment when he was tired. He moved. Even that moment was tiring. Uncle, I have the Landau to deal with exactly at that moment, Uncle. That's what happened.
You start reaching your midlife crisis at 40, then you start reaching your midlife crisis at 40, then you say, no, I don't want any trouble for.
I calmed down.
I'm calm. I don't want any trouble in my life.
Classical music, corolo, it helps.
Man.
You know, it doesn't help. The guy doesn't get very far.
It doesn't help. He doesn't stay.
Man, it doesn't help, dude. It's just gonna be another 40-minute rant.
That's how it is here. That's how it goes.
Podcast is back. The podcast is a podcast. Now we put Louise in the big chair. Yeah, in the big chair, the electric chair, the electric chair. Have you heard about Pagano? Man, now it's a podcast. Like Tuesday afternoon. I don't know what. That's it. Yeah.
Bro, this podcast is really cool.